check something real quick. Of course it did. I went back to my room and sat down on the bed. I've got nothing to do. Having no club activities made me realize just how long a day can be. I take my cell phone from my pocket and at some point I got a text. For a moment I thought, is it from Amane? And I hurriedly opened the message, but it's from Anchan. I was a little disappointed, and while apologizing on the inside to Anchan, I read the text. Have you met Amane yet? Huh? She was having a meeting at our factory. She said that she might go over to Flying Fish Manor. Amane is coming? The time that the text was sent was 2 hours ago. Kaneko! What is it? Did Amane come by? Senior Mochizuki? No, she hasn't. Yuka, has Senior Mochizuki been around? No, I don't think we've had any visitors today. Thank you. I say my thanks and go dashing out of the dormitory. Tetsuya. Yeah, she didn't go to Flying Fish Manor. When I called Anchan, he went to the trouble of coming around in his truck. I got in and we drove around the station, but we saw no sign of Amane. I tried to call her, but she didn't answer, so maybe she'd already gotten on the train. Sorry, I should have called you instead of sending a text. I didn't think that she would leave without going to see you guys. It looks like she had gone to Anchan's factory to order some parts. There was no one else she could ask for such complex parts. When she went to leave, Anchan asked, are you going to go and see those guys? And she answered, that's what I'm planning to do. However, she's quite fickle, so maybe she changed her mind. I had already told Katori and Ajia about it. They were both happy that Amane was coming to Kazagura, and when they found out that she had left without seeing them, they said, I can't believe it, Amane, you idiot! I can't believe it, Amane, you idiot! Oh no, what a shame, I wanted to see her. And so on, expecting that to regret. There will be one more meeting before we deliver the parts. I'll let you know before then. Okay, thanks, Anchan. I'll take you back to the dormitory. No, here's fine, I have shopping to do for dinner anyway. Okay, sure. See you next time. Yeah, thanks, Anchan. As Anchan's light truck drove away, I stood there dazed. It was true that I had to do shopping, but I didn't feel like doing it right away. I wanted to see Amane. The feeling had suddenly become much stronger. Would I be downhearted when she finds out that the sewing club isn't doing so well? Or do I want her to praise us for working so hard? I'm thirsty. I went to the convenience store in front of me to buy some juice. Then I wondered about the area. This was to ease my feelings of not knowing what to do. I'll go shopping once I've calmed down. Did the runway get cut? While I was wandering around, before I knew it, I found myself at the runway. A few days ago, we were here to cut the grass, so it looks quite tidy, but before that it was overgrown with weeds. Between those weeds were lines where the soil was exposed. There were marks from where the wheels of the glider had ran over it so many times. Usually a glider is launched into the oncoming wind. However, because it was complicated to move the winch, which had been positioned there to face the wind, was always launched in the same direction. I stood in the middle of the huge wide runway and gazed towards the winch. Memories of the acceleration of being pulled by the tow rope and floating into the sky came flooding back to me. As I look up, I see the bright blue sky and a towering thunderhead. I envision riding on the wind in a glider. I want to fly in a glider. What's the significance of these thunderheads? There's been many of them. I've been traveling to the airfield for the purpose of training. But flying in the glider that we made is totally different. The wind that blows over Kazagura is not the same as there. Huh? I saw someone next to the winch. Their outline was kind of blurry because it was wavering in the hot air, so I couldn't see so well, but What are you doing? The cover of the winch was open and they were taking a look inside. Is it a Mane or someone else? Was it some sort of prank or were they trying to steal parts? Anyway, I can't just leave this alone. As I dashed towards them, the person closed the cover and then noticed me. When they were about 300 meters between us, our eyes met. It's either a Mane or Tobioka. The next moment, the person began to wave their hand. Then they started jumping up and down. Could it be? Yeah! Wait! It's a Mane! Oh my god! Hey, is that you, Aoi? A Mane! I was already running when I shouted out in surprise. A Mane! Oh my god. It's you, Aoi! What are you doing here? The first thing that I asked was a question like that. I was aware of the fact that the first thing I said was, after finally meeting again, sounded kind of like I was angry. I thought it would check to make... I think it was supposed to be I would check to make sure that the winch hadn't broken again. It looks like it's been carefully maintained. I didn't find any problems. Of course. I see. Oh, I see. Yes, that's right. You guys are different to me. You always keep everything in order. No, I don't mean that. What are you doing in a place like this? I just said I'm checking the winch. No, not that. Why didn't you say anything to us and come out to a place like this? You could have contacted us. Oh yeah, but I thought that you would have forgotten about me by now. How could we forget you? Aren't we always texting you? Oh, you're right. Those kinds of texts get mixed in with work requests and demands from clients, so I often don't notice them. I sometimes mistakenly put them all in the trash folder together. I heard from Anchan that you were coming, but you still didn't contact us, so I... sorry, I thought it might inconvenience you if I suddenly said that I was coming. So why not contact us before you come? I'm so immature. That might also inconvenience you. I thought that you would have forgotten about me. I just told you. That was all I said as my voice changed to a huge sigh. Tom says doesn't really work on her. This is the Amanda Machizuki we're talking about here. I'm sorry, Aoi. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. But I've been calling you on your cell phone over and over. You didn't notice that either? Oh, I left my cell phone at the laboratory. Why? That thing is so noisy. Every day they call to ask how the work is coming along. Holy crap, look, she's doing the freezer. Ezio. I don't think that cell phones and text messages are useful. I think they're evil things that confine people. Way to go, Jenica. Sheesh, really? I hang my head in dismay. What happened to all my impatience and desperation that I hadn't till just now? How have you been? Yeah, pretty good. Katori and Nagia too. I see, that's good. But you, Amane? I'm alright. Everyone always says she's the same as always. For some reason, Amane puffs out her chest proudly. You! Same as always, huh? I was relieved to hear that. Not just that she's doing okay. I thought that her being the same as always meant that she hadn't changed since the time we spent together in the garage. Amane's not a student anymore. She's part of the working world now. Which means that she's now an adult. She lives in a different world to us. It looks like you've been maintaining the winch, but there are no signs that it's been used recently. Are you not flying? That's right. After the demolition of the garage, I sent her a text briefly summarizing recent events. If she hadn't accidentally deleted along with all the work emails, she would have known about it. But most of it was good news, but I didn't really write about the bad stuff. She's already left the school, so I didn't want to make her worry about it. I explained what had actually been going on. So that's what happened. I'm sorry, it's my fault that this has caused so many problems for everyone. It's not your fault, Amani. It's nobody's fault, really. If I had to say, it was Mr. Tobioka's fault, but he might have his own reasons. The truth is, the Soaring Club garage was in the way of the student dormitory being built. It's hardly ever a fair compromise when it comes to the needs of adults and the needs of students. Today, the clad conditions are good, and there's strong airflow, so I thought that if I came here, I might be able to see you flying. but you haven't been able to fly since that day. Mane's expressions darken, perhaps because she feels responsible. Oh yeah, do you have time after this? I'll call Ajia and Katori, so please come to our place for something to eat. Wait, yes. I'll introduce you to our newest member, too. Oh, he's cooking. Mane wipes away the saliva that she had unknowingly let dribble out of her mouth. I would really, really love to do that, but I have to go now. I've got work to do when I get back. Oh, really? Sorry. It's okay. If you'd contacted us sooner. As I mumbled angrily, Amane seemed to hurt as she held her hands to her chest. Sorry. Please think about it. Of course, we want to see you, you know. Yeah, I understand. The answer's in a childish way, so I couldn't help laughing at how funny it was. Well then, I'd better get going. By train? I'll go with you part of the way. I have to go shopping anyway. Okay, that would be nice. That's how I had a surprise reunion with Amane. What? You met Amane? Yeah, after that I went to the runway and met her by chance. Why didn't you call us? Well, Amane had to leave. It's unfair that only you got to meet her. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it really was only for a short time. It looks like she'll be coming back soon, so I told her to come by and see us then. Oh, I wanted to meet Amane too. Sorry. I feel like I'm not really to blame here, but I apologize anyway. I know exactly how Katori feels. She's coming again, isn't she? When is she coming? 3 days from now. I can meet Amane 3 days from now. A big smile spreads across Katori's face. She hardly ever replies to my texts, so I'm going to give her a piece of my mind. Don't go too far. Mine will probably become really downhearted if you do that. Ah! Damn you, Amane. I'll show you. I'll soon show you. What an evil bitch. What? Oh my god. It's gonna be like a mirror image. You met Amane? Yeah, after that I went to the runway and met her by chance. Why didn't you call us? Well, Amane had to leave. It's so unfair that only you got to meet her. This is... Why are you giving me the exact same responses as Katori? At school, I told Ajia the exact same thing I had told Katori the day before, and she gave me exactly the same response. There's a strong sense of unity in the Soaring Club. That's really funny. Oh gosh, okay. She's coming the day after tomorrow. Seriously? When you say she's coming, where would that be? Where? I think she's gonna come and eat at the Flying Fish Manor. Amane was drooling too. Then we'd be able to see those eating techniques of hers again. That ruined the effect of her good looks. We might as well show her the sacred base. That's what I was gonna say. How would the show Amane what we've been doing in the club? Yeah, I agree. We all thought so subconsciously. The thing that Amane left behind, the thing that we had inherited from her, and also how much we'd grown. We wanted her to see us as we are now. Hey, I have a suggestion. What's that? The truth is, I told everyone about the idea that had occurred to me the night before, which is... 3 days later, as promised, Amane Mochizuki came to Kazugura. Amane! Hey everybody, how have you been? Yeah, we've been doing great! Right, everyone? Yeah, she's right! Why? So Hat's been doing well too? In the afternoon, after finishing her work at Hanchan's factory, she came around to Flying Fish Manor. Have you been, Amane? Pretty good. Oh, I see. Hey, could you lean forward for a moment? Like this? Oh. Why did you reply to my text? Whack! Ugh! Right down the line where Amane's hair was parted, Katori gave her a great big karate chop. Whoa, what are you doing? Whack! Katori, you idiot! What do you do if something happened to Amane's precious brain cells? I'll leave it at that for today. You're so mean, Katori. Amane rubs the top of her head where it had been chopped, with tears in her eyes. Seeing those mannerisms makes me feel sorry for her. That's Amane! She's even more strange than I thought she'd be. But she's pretty, isn't she? She's tall and thin, kind too. They say that there's a fine line between a genius and something else, but I'd say she's closer to being something else. A super genius? Hey, we've heard everything you've been saying, including Amane. This guy's an asshole. Everyone make fun of him. Well, even if she did hear, Amane doesn't seem to have noticed. I'll introduce you. This is Aisa, the newest member of the club. Oh, this girl? Not me. Not me. Oh. Asa blushed and hid behind Yaru. Asa, introduce yourself properly. This is our great predecessor, Mani Mochizuki. After being chopped on the head, it's hard to think of her as our great predecessor, but Asa seems really humble in front of her. She really is a good girl. Nice to meet you, I'm Asa Kazato. I'm Mani Mochizuki. Nice to meet you, Asa. Oh, thank you. Asa's really excited by Amane being so friendly towards her all of a sudden and giving her a handshake. Aww, these two are the most adorable characters ever. Because Katori had told her so many times about how great Amane is, it seemed that Asa had believed every word of it. Who's this? I'm just some person who isn't in the club. Don't mind me. Okay, got it. Sarcasm doesn't work on Amane. She just took it at face value and seemed like she wasn't worried about it at all. Okay, let's eat right away. I'm so hungry. Oh, what are you talking about, Amane? I came here to eat. I was cooking. You came here to meet us, didn't you? God, yes, you're a fuck. Yeah, that too. She said it like she was meeting us while she was on her way to get dinner. There's something we want to show you. Oh, really? Okay, let's do that after dinner. No, before dinner. Oh wait, don't you have a bean jam bun or something? I gave her bread that I had bought, thinking I would eat it for lunch, but I'd forgotten about it. Here, eat this to keep your hunger at bay. Wow, a green tea jam bun. Come on, let's go.
Devilishly.